The following is a Hennessy Hendo production. It includes excerpts and material from my vast collection of books and general knowledge. Please share the videos, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Thomas Henry Huxley, 1825 to 1895, often referred to as Darwin's Bulldog, was a prominent English biologist, anatomist, and advocate of evolutionary theory in the 19th century. Huxley played a key role in promoting Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection and was a pioneering figure in the professionalization of science in Britain. His contributions extended beyond biology to philosophy, education, and public discourse, where he championed the scientific method as a means to understand and improve the human condition. Early life and education. Huxley was born on May 4, 1825, in Ealing, England. His formal education was limited due to financial difficulties, but his voracious self-learning and natural aptitude allowed him to excel. At 15, he became an apprentice to a medical practitioner and later studied medicine at Charing Cross Hospital. His interest in anatomy and physiology developed during this period. In 1846, Huxley joined the Royal Navy as an assistant surgeon on HMS Rattlesnake, a voyage that proved pivotal in shaping his scientific career. During his travels, he conducted extensive studies of marine life, which he documented in scientific papers, earning him recognition among scientific circles. Scientific contributions. Huxley's contributions to science spanned multiple disciplines, but his most notable achievements were in biology and comparative anatomy. 1. Support for evolutionary theory. Huxley is best known for his role as an advocate of Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection. Although initially skeptical of natural selection as a mechanism, he became one of Darwin's staunchest supporters after reading On the Origin of Species in 1859. Huxley's defense of evolution was grounded in empirical evidence and his comparative anatomical studies, which demonstrated evolutionary relationships among species. 2. Vertebrate anatomy. Huxley conducted groundbreaking research in comparative anatomy. He was the first to clearly define the relationship between humans and apes, showing that humans share a close anatomical and evolutionary relationship with other primates. His work culminated in the famous book Evidence as to Man's Place in Nature, 1863, which provided a detailed analysis of human evolution. 3. Paleontology. Huxley made significant contributions to paleontology, particularly in studying fossils and their evolutionary implications. He was instrumental in identifying the transitional fossil Archaeopteryx, which he argued demonstrated the evolutionary link between birds and reptiles. 4. Marine biology. During his time aboard HMS Rattlesnake, Huxley studied marine invertebrates and developed a classification system for jellyfish. His work established him as a leading authority in marine biology. Philosophy of science. Huxley was a firm advocate of empiricism and the scientific method. He coined the term agnosticism to describe his philosophical position regarding knowledge of the divine. Huxley argued that scientific inquiry should be limited to observable and testable phenomena, rejecting metaphysical speculation about matters beyond empirical evidence. He believed that science and religion should be kept separate and often clashed with religious authorities. His debates, such as the famous 1860 confrontation with Bishop Samuel Wilberforce at the Oxford University Museum, became emblematic of the conflict between science and religion in Victorian England. Contributions to education. Huxley was deeply committed to educational reform and the democratization of scientific knowledge. He believed in the importance of science education for all and worked to make science accessible to the general public. Promotion of science education. Huxley advocated for integrating science into school curricula. He argued that science was as vital as classical studies like Latin and Greek, which dominated Victorian education. Public lectures and writing. Huxley gave numerous public lectures and wrote extensively for a lay audience, making complex scientific ideas understandable and engaging. His works, such as Science and Education, 1880, influenced public attitudes toward science. Institutions and legacy. Huxley was involved in establishing institutions such as the South Kensington Museum, now part of the Science Museum, and Imperial College London. His efforts helped lay the groundwork for modern scientific education in Britain. Debates and public engagement. Huxley was a masterful debater and public speaker. His ability to articulate complex scientific concepts and defend controversial ideas earned him both admiration and notoriety. Some key aspects of his public engagement include: 1. Defender of Darwinism. Huxley was Darwin's most vocal defender, engaging in debates that often pitted science against religious orthodoxy. His exchanges with figures like Bishop Wilberforce showcased his sharp wit and rhetorical skill. 2. Ethics and science. Despite being a vocal critic of traditional religious morality, Huxley believed that science could inform ethical behavior. His idea of evolutionary ethics proposed that moral systems could arise naturally through human evolution and social development. Criticism and controversies. Huxley's assertive style and outspoken views made him a polarizing figure. He faced criticism from religious authorities who saw his work as a challenge to traditional beliefs. Some contemporaries accused him of being overly combative in debates, prioritizing public victories over nuanced discussion. Additionally, his views on social issues, such as his opposition to women's suffrage, reflected the prejudices of his time. Legacy. Huxley's influence on science, education, and public discourse remains profound. His advocacy for Darwinism helped establish evolutionary theory as a cornerstone of modern biology. His emphasis on empirical evidence and the scientific method shaped the philosophy of science and inspired future generations of scientists. In recognition of his contributions, several institutions and awards bear his name, including the Huxley Memorial Medal, one of the highest honors in anthropology. Key works by Huxley: Man's Place in Nature, 1863, Evidence as to Man's Place in Nature, 1863, Science and Culture, 1881, Collected Essays, 1894. Huxley's legacy as a scientist, educator, and public intellectual endures as an example of how science can challenge traditional worldviews and advance human understanding. His life and work illustrate the transformative power of intellectual curiosity and the pursuit of knowledge.
Thank you for watching. Please share the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Check out other series including 10-minute synopses or complete audiobooks on Henry Huxley on YouTube. Improve your vocabulary. Be more fun at parties. Increase your knowledge. Become a literary master like Huxley.